nexus, starting with the first one, then the second one. If you have one under construction, it doesn't count, so you go back to the first one. However, when it is completed, that will become the third in the list. After that, the control key. The control key can be used to select all of a single unit type that is on the screen. So holding the control key, pressing the right click, all these roaches are selected. Hold the control key, click a Zergling, hold the control key, click a Mutalisk, all selected. If I cut half of these roaches off the screen and click, then not all of them are selected. These which were off screen are not selected. The control key is also probably the most important key because it is used for control groups. We'll get to that in a minute. First we'll do the shift key. Shift key can be used to add or subtract to your selection. So if I hold shift and click that, it's added my selection. Click it again. Removed. Added. You can also manipulate units at the bottom here. Hold shift, remove, hold shift, remove, hold shift, remove. You can also use control click. All of those units are selected. You can also use the shift and control key in conjunction. Holding control, select roaches. Holding control and shift, select Zerglings, Mutalisks, Overlords. Very quickly. Also then go back to roaches, control, roaches. The shift key also has the ability to store commands in a list. So if I want my roach here to go in a nice circle, if I just start right clicking in a circle, he will only go to the latest command rather than going in a circle. So if I hold shift and make a circle, he will go in that circle until the commands have ended. I can, however, waypoint patrol points. So if I make a nice, or rather poor, however, circle, or not, I'll try again. Patrol, or circle, and as you saw there's a finite limit to the amount of waypoints you can give a unit. You can also tell a unit to attack in sequence by holding shift and right clicking the second unit. I shall demonstrate this Hydralisk, then this Hydralisk, then this Zergling, etc. Back to control groups. As you can see at the bottom, I've created some already. My control group 1 is my 2 hatcheries. If I wanted to reassign control group 1, whatever I had selected at the time, hold control and press 1, that becomes control group 1 there. But obviously I'm not interested in having a few roaches as control group 1. I prefer my hatcheries, so I'll have this hatchery, hold shift, this hatchery, hold shift, this hatchery, or I could backspace, click, backspace, shift click, backspace, shift click, then hold control and click 1, and that reassigns them down there. If I want to go quickly to a unit that I have selected, I can double tap the hotkey for it. However, it will only go to the nearest of that type, for instance like so. Or if I hotkey a few roaches and a lot of Zerg units over here, control 5, I will go to the greatest amount of them. If I move these over here, even if I'm staring at these, I will double tap 5 and be moved over to where the greatest congregation of units in that group is. The main power for using control groups is, however, controlling your units quickly. If I want to build units, say drones, I can press 1, S, D, 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 and then tell these all to go mine here, and that took seconds, instead of moving over, clicking, 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 moving back, etc. As you may have noticed, I did all of that whilst not looking, so I can, importantly, have an army, control 5, control their movements, and tell some drones to be made, some overlords, some more roaches. I can then click 1, have the roaches rally there, and then click 5, head back. There are also neat tricks that can be done. For instance, the Zerg have an important lava ability, which is the V, which needs to be done theoretically at every hatchery. So if I want to go quickly from battle to a queen, I can double tap V, double tap V, and that took seconds instead of moving myself back and forth. So to get higher up in the skill levels for this game, it's very important to become accustomed to using hotkeys to do almost everything. Really just sort of watch your units as they are doing things, but then until they require your attention specifically, use the control keys and the bottom to tell things to be done. Another important thing, I've got these roaches selected on this hotkey. I rallied some roaches here, holding shift. I can add those and tell them all to attack in this direction. Or 5, I can regroup them. So it's an easy way to gain reinforcements. I've also got my mutalisks here on a different hotkey because they're air units, so I can run them about and do harass. I can use the minimap here to tell them to go there, then hold shift, then there, while I double tap 5 and control these units and tell these to go around the front to do a 2-pronged attack. I can watch my minimap and see that my zerglings, my mutalisks are coming in, so I can tell these units to attack this area, double tap the mutalisk hotkey, and then tell them to attack this and this. Or if they come up against a lot of resistance, retreat, double tap the roaches hotkey, they're being attacked by this mutalisk, get my mutalisks in, tell them to run in, kill this mutalisk and then go over there. And now we'll talk about Protoss quickly, because the Protoss have the only race specific hotkey in the game, which is for the warp gates, as shown over here, W. Also you can quickly check how many warp gates are available to produce units with this number. So I can select a random thing, press W, have warp gates selected, and can produce some units. I can then have my Nexi, yes that's right, Nexi hotkeyed, use Chrono Boost with the Shift key to Chrono Boost all of my warp gates, and then watch as the warp gate number will soon climb, ready to be used again, more zealots. I can then hold these, control 5, attack.
Very wise.
Because warp gates require use with a pylon, then hotkey my nearest pylon to 3, have my army at 5, double tap 3, press W, S, shift, 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 5, shift, box, attack. That was a bit sloppy there by me, I should have double tapped the 5 key, try it again, there it is, move forward, keeping my eye on this, move forward, keeping my eye on this,
I serve.
Fill that up, keeping my eye on this, head back, double tap 3, W, S, hold shift to make them all at once. Can't make any more. So I then want to build some pylons. An easy way to build a lot of pylons is to hold the shift key, and rally them up in the same way that I rallied up other commands in my other units. Go back.
State thy
Yeah,
bidding.
oh, but I forgot my units. 5.
You require my
Shift,
skills.
control 5, double tap 5. Move
Intriguing.
forward. So a lot of efficiency can be gained very easily just by practicing and using hotkeys in such a way. I'll quickly talk about Terran. I'm not a Terran player myself. I'm a Zerg player, and so I tend to keep my Terran buildings on 1 hotkey, 2 there, and because the buildings are different with Terran, you need to be able to quickly sort through them rather than hotkeying and then specifying a building. If I press the hotkey and then tab, that's the factory, tab, starport, build an add-on, tab, barracks, build a
Additional
marine.
supply depots required.
Need to build supply depots. Get some SCVs. B, S, hold shift.
Move it!
Place these.
I can't build here.
Let go of shift. The building will be removed. Then hold shift again. Right click on the mineral patch.
Gotcha.
There we go. Shift can be used to queue up or have multiple uses of any ability that can be used multiple times. For instance, the mule. Get the mule there. Hold shift. Click it. Of course, if I try and use it again, I haven't got the energy, as you can see. But the command's still selected, so I can still try and use it. But I'll be told
Not
that's not enough energy. And that's about it for the use of hotkeys in Starcraft 2. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, practice makes perfect. So if you force yourself and it seems unnatural at the beginning to use these hotkeys, keep with it and soon you'll be flying through all the commands that you need to do.